The Society of the Horseman's Word represents a captivating chapter in Scotland's rural history, where the boundaries between skill, folklore, and mysticism blurred into a secretive brotherhood. Emerging primarily in the agricultural heartlands of northeast Scotland during the 18th and 19th centuries, this enigmatic society was believed to possess arcane knowledge related to horse whispering, a term used to describe a deep, almost magical ability to communicate with and control horses. The society's teachings and practices were closely guarded secrets, passed down through generations, shrouded in rituals, and enriched with layers of folklore. The Society of the Horseman's Word came into existence during a time when horses were indispensable to rural life. In an era long before mechanization, horses were the engines of agriculture, performing critical tasks such as plowing fields, transporting goods, and driving threshing machines. Those who could master the art of handling these powerful animals were not only highly skilled, but also held a position of respect and importance within farming communities. The society likely evolved out of the tradition of craft guilds, which were common in medieval Europe and often involved some form of ritualistic initiation to protect trade secrets. Just as blacksmiths, masons, and other trades had their own exclusive societies, the Society of the Horseman's Word served a similar role for plowmen and other agricultural workers. These men formed a close-knit brotherhood bound by shared knowledge, secret rituals, and a distinct cultural identity. Membership in the society was highly prized, as it not only signified mastery over horses but also conferred a certain mystique and power. Initiation into the Society of the Horseman's Word was a rite of passage that involved secretive and elaborate ceremonies. The process was often steeped in dramatic and mysterious elements intended to create a sense of awe and respect for the society's teachings. Initiates, often young men who worked as plowmen or stable hands, underwent a solemn initiation that marked their entry into a world of secret knowledge and mystical abilities. The exact details of these ceremonies remain largely unknown due to the society's emphasis on secrecy. However, oral histories and folktales provide some insight. Initiation rites reportedly included symbolic gestures, the recitation of special oaths, and sometimes even the reenactment of ancient folk rituals that drew on Scotland's rich Celtic and Norse heritage. One commonly cited element of the initiation was the revelation of the Word, a secret phrase that was believed to grant the initiate power over horses. This word, sometimes described as a series of sounds or a mystical chant, was said to allow the initiate to calm, guide, or even bewitch horses into submission. In addition to the Word, the society imparted various practical skills and techniques for handling horses, often blended with a degree of ritualistic performance. Members were taught to whisper calming phrases or perform specific gestures that, when used in conjunction with the society's knowledge, appeared to have a near magical effect on the animals. This blending of practical horsemanship with the appearance of mystical abilities helped members maintain the society's aura of mystery and exclusivity. The Society of the Horseman's Word was steeped in the rich tapestry of Scottish folklore and rural superstition, which played a significant role in shaping the society's reputation and practices. Horses held a special place in Scottish culture, not only as valuable work animals, but also as creatures associated with spiritual and supernatural significance. For centuries, tales of enchanted horses, shape-shifting water spirits known as kelpies, and other equine-related myths were deeply ingrained in the cultural consciousness. This cultural backdrop lent itself well to the society's mystical reputation. Members were sometimes believed to possess supernatural powers that allowed them to control horses in ways that seemed beyond the ordinary. In an age where folklore and reality often intermingled, the line between skill and magic was easily blurred. The society's association with whispered phrases, secret words, and ritualistic gestures only added to the perception that its members wielded otherworldly influence over horses. The society was also surrounded by darker rumors, including accusations of witchcraft or dealings with the devil. Some believed that the society's power came from a pact with malevolent forces, a common suspicion in a time when superstitions and beliefs in dark magic were prevalent. However, most of what was regarded as mystical abilities was rooted in practical skills and an intuitive understanding of animal behavior. Members of the society were often highly experienced horsemen who used a combination of body language, tone of voice, and subtle cues to communicate with horses. The society was structured much like a guild, with different levels of membership and responsibilities. New initiates started at the lowest rank, gradually advancing as they demonstrated greater proficiency and knowledge. More experienced members took on the role of instructors or masters, guiding the younger recruits in both the practical aspects of horsemanship and the more esoteric elements of the society's teachings. At its core, the society functioned as a mutual aid organization where members helped one another secure work, navigate the social and economic challenges of rural life, and improve their craft. This sense of fraternity was especially important in the often harsh and competitive world of farm labor. Belonging to the Society of the Horseman's Word not only provided access to secret knowledge, but also opened doors to employment opportunities and social networks that might otherwise have been closed. The Society of the Horseman's Word began to decline in the early 20th century, as advancements in technology and changes in agricultural practices gradually rendered horse-drawn farming obsolete. The introduction of tractors, motor vehicles, and other machinery significantly reduced the need for skilled horsemen, leading to a decline in the society's relevance and membership. Additionally, as rural communities modernized, the society's secretive and ritualistic nature became less appealing to younger generations who were increasingly exposed to different lifestyles and opportunities. Furthermore, with the fading of traditional folklore and the rise of modern science, the society's mystical aura also began to dissipate. What was once considered secret knowledge was increasingly understood in terms of practical animal psychology and training techniques. The transition from a society based on folklore and secrecy to one where horsemanship was more openly shared marked the end of the Society of the Horseman's Word as a significant cultural force. Despite its decline, the legacy of the Society of the Horseman's Word has endured. The idea of horse whispering has been revived in modern times, with practitioners employing gentle and intuitive methods of horse training that echo the society's approach. Today, horse whispering is recognized as a legitimate equestrian practice, where the focus is on understanding the horse's natural instincts, behavior, and communication methods. The techniques attributed to the society have become integrated into broader equine training disciplines, emphasizing humane and empathetic approaches to horsemanship. The society also remains a source of fascination in Scottish cultural history, symbolizing a time when secret societies were woven into the fabric of rural life, where mysticism and practical skills coexisted and where folklore played a vital role in shaping everyday beliefs and practices. Its stories have been preserved in Scottish folklore, literary references, and the oral traditions of farming communities, contributing to the mythos surrounding Scotland's rural past. The Society of the Horseman's Word stands as a testament to the human tendency to cloak expertise in mystery, to blend knowledge with ritual, and to find meaning in the spiritual connection between people and animals. Its legend lives on as an evocative reminder of a bygone era when the mastery of an ancient craft was seen not just as a skill, but as a magical art passed down from one generation to the next in whispers.